I'm Louis Reyes. I'm the associate producer for Dungeon Fighter Online. Dungeon Fighter Online is basically everything we love about arcade action games from the 80s, 90s, and even in the first decade. It also combines that with everything we love about RPG fantasy games and brings them both online. So all the advantages of online play, the fact you can actually interact with other players, there's a PvP mode, there's a trading and a friends list and all sorts of stuff. So as far as the action is concerned, you can see from the demonstration behind you that everything we loved about those action games from the 90s is here. The hit combos, lots of different kinds of creatures fighting you. You're basically clearing levels in the action part of it. Then there's also the fantasy RPG element of it. You're going through town, you're accepting quests from NPCs, you're getting better weapons from shops, you're buying skills. The skill set is actually in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. You're buying different skills that kind of match your own playing style. So you're choosing at the beginning of the game one of 5 character classes, and those 5 character classes can then specialize as each of them have 4 subclasses they can go into. So there's definitely different kinds of ways to move through the dungeons, different kinds of characters to play, different skills to have, and it really is a different experience each time. Yeah, the PvP element is you can either be one-on-one with someone, 2-on-2, or 3-on-3. You can also do a tag team mode and an elimination mode. The PvP element we're really anticipating to be a real exciting aspect of the game. We think people are really going to get into it. There's going to be a ranking system as well. And you are matched. Obviously the classes are, you can be different classes, but you're all matched by levels. And I believe there are handicaps given to people with lower levels if they want to play higher level characters. We're still working out exactly what we're doing with the PvP, but that's the basic idea for the PvP mode. It should be very much like those games from the 90s, like Street Fighter. And in fact, actually, there is a 3, 2, 1 countdown and then fight. So, you know, it definitely harkens back to the days of old, beloved, classic fighting games. Yeah, I mean, the 1-on-1 will be there, the 2-on-2, the 3-on-3. Everything I basically just described to you will be there at one point. We don't know, we're still working out the schedule as to what aspects are going to go in the game, but the basic PvP will definitely be there at launch. Okay, so here we have the solo mode, obviously one character moving through the dungeon. You can also team up with a party of 4, up to 4 people to actually move through. Of course, putting together your party is going to depend on what you're going to need for what levels. If you're going to need a mage who's going to do a lot of distance attacks, whether you need a fighter to really get in there in the close combat attacks. And also, you know, you can actually have lower level characters in your party. It's just, of course, you have to balance that with the idea that you have to get through this. We actually played a game the other day with 3 characters that were all level 20 and 1 character was level 60. And of course, that level 60 character really, you know, obviously performed a lot better. So you can balance those out as you go through. So we also have a party search feature in the game, so you can find people to actually party with. You can find people with specific skills and specific qualities that you would want to actually go dungeon with, and you can contact them through the game. So that's the really cool online aspect of the game that we have. Yeah. There are 2 kinds of skill points. There's basically a style rating and a technical rating. The style rating is basically how well you can use successive and different kinds of attacks, right? So hitting one of the monsters up in the air and then hitting him a lot with successive strikes before he falls, you'll get a certain amount of style points for that. The hit combos are basically how many times you hit a monster before they hit you, obviously. So you as you see, Reyes really racking them up there. The technical score is how well you use the skills you have. Now, of course, you can use the skills to also get style points, but with the skills is basically how well you can use one skill and another in succession with each other. Every time you use a skill, there's always a downtime, right? So you have to be very strategic about using a skill that has a longer downtime and then using ones that have shorter downtimes and only returning to the one that had a longer downtime when it's had a chance to replenish. So there's a strategy to all of that, and that's your technical score. Of course, you get experience just for beating monsters. You get experience for finding items. And you get experience for finishing the dungeon as well. It's later this year, and it's going to be a free-to-play with a monetization that happens later. So we haven't worked out everything yet, but pretty much later this year. We're still working out some of the localization elements, but it's pretty much, as you see, it's pretty much